mic stand, say, turn up the volume. This ain't your regular show. This ain't left wing or right wing. This ain't black or white. We in another dimension now. Hey. Where the Moors unite, where supreme knowledge meets overstanding, where facts get tested and pseudo get exposed live on the air. You got 5 attorneys, bring them 5 scholars, bring them 5 fake internet historians, bring them 2. If Sabir Bey wrong, then come embarrass him publicly. But if he right, you better prepare to unlearn everything they programmed in your mind. Sabir Bey, Sabir Bey, Sabir Bey. Born and raised, Sabir Bey. Born and raised, South Philadelphia, home of the raw truth, home of the cosmic lectures, home of the debates that shape timelines. This is DJ Derek on the ones and twos, showing you where the knowledge lets us groove, where ancient frequencies meet futuristic facts, where consciousness rides baselines through the galaxy. One nation under a groove, Moors. One nation under a groove. So tune in, lock in, tap in to the Sabir Bey Show, where we give you the news, but it's really all about you. Ain't no sleeping in this dimension, only elevation, liberation, revelation. Welcome to the Sabir Bey Show. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn the knowledge up. Roll with it.
All right, we're going to see how smoothly this is going to run, B. What up, what up, what up? We're going to see how smooth this is going to run, y'all, so bear with me. I think my other channel is back up. We're going to see how smooth this thing runs. So strap in, strap up, tap in, and I'm only here for to give information, y'all. Real rap. So I believe my before 1492 channel is back up. Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up? So, listen, my before 1492, yo, it's so, hey Marcus, it was funny as hell, bro. Let me tell you something about Allah. You can't stop me, Bill. I'm like a laser beam. You can't stop. I don't beg. I don't do none of that. Just let Allah take its course, B. So yeah, the other channel is back up. So the key is that the other channel is backup. I have 2 other backup channels too. So the brother that came on the feed yesterday told me, yeah, brother, I'm the one that's reporting your pages. Stop. You think I don't know what's going on? So let me explain to you how this works. It's a thing called AI, right? AI automatically, certain things may come across the feed, and AI picks it up naturally and they determine. But the key to all of this, I am like a laser beam. You can't stop me. None of you. Okay? Only Allah can stop me. So please share the videos up, y'all. Please share them out, share them out, share them out, and jump into the feed, y'all. We got nobody on the other channel yet. Oh, we got to get y'all popping, baby. We're not going to start this till we get everybody in the feed. It's more people on TikTok than ever. What's up to everybody on TikTok? What's good? What's good? And yes, we are live on TikTok. And people still coming in on TikTok. Look at that. Hold up. It's people coming in on TikTok, ungodly. Where we at on YouTube? We're on X also. So please, people, go to Real Sabir Bey on X. Real Sabir Bey on X. And tap in. Okay? So we're going to have some fun, y'all. I'm just here to, to give y'all some information. Shout out to my brother Percy. We working on something because Percy was like, yo, you should do a podcast. I would like to do a podcast, but you have to rent a building. I would like to do that. But there are some people that wants to come on a show that I have as guests, but they don't want to do a live video. They don't want to do live. So I think the podcast would be the best bet. But yeah, the podcast, StreamYard is a little different, but we're going to work on it. But I would love to be in the studio doing a podcast. That'd be lit. So yeah, my brother Percy is looking into those things right now. And what we're going to do is have some fun, y'all. Don't forget, tap that like button, smash that like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. And if you choose to try to embarrass Sabir, come on and feed with me. Don't type nothing on the side. Come on and talk with me. So shout out to my brother Yaya in Philadelphia. Somebody send this to the Hebrew Israelites. We got some fun. I would love to be in a room, one more versus 10 attorneys. One more versus 10 attorneys. One more versus 10 brothers in the Nation of Islam on the term black. Can we put that out in the ether, y'all? One more, because everybody's doing it now. One more versus 10 brothers in the Nation of Islam on the origins of the word black. 10 more, one more versus 10 attorneys on the law, on the Constitution, okay, or on nationality. Can we put that out there in the ethers, y'all? Let's put that out in the ethers. Let's put for the challenge. So let's get this show started, y'all. Welcome to the show. Strap in, strap up, come on, and tap in. All right. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's have some fun. So remember, let's do 10 of them, whoever they think is that great. Okay?
Battery 80%.
The link is up. Please share it out, y'all.
iPad 107.
Yo, true master with the blast master. Come on, street pastors, yeah, we beat blasters. So we blast because we think past her. Flashing the cash and the ass don't matter. We got special vision, and all you youngins looking to get ahead in life, you better listen. TEACHA, the teacher, giving you what you need today. What you need today, what you need to know is that there's more to life, man, than chasing hoes. Y'all know they not in love with you. Just follow life's outcome willingly. That's FLOW. Am I coming through? Can you see us? This style is the freest, but don't try to be us. Try to be you, then you can be us. And in my older age, you can then lead us. Ashes be ashes and dust be.
Are y'all sharing it out? Let's go. Share it out, y'all.
Come on, I be hip hopping and that we trust you. We cuss, but still the world needs us. I can hear the whole world yelling, free us! But they can't see us, cause there were no J's in Hebrew. Jesus is pronounced as he's us. He's us. I be hip hopping and that we trust you. We cuss, but still the world needs us. I can hear the whole world yelling, free us! But they can't see us, cause there were no J's in Hebrew. Jesus is pronounced as he's us. He's us. And it's that awakening that will free us.
Yes, it's a must we discuss.
He's us.
Yeah, and his love is based on trust.
He's us.
When you're low and need a little pick-me-up, say,
He's us.
Sarah brush and adjust.
Yo,
True master with the blast master. A boom basher, yeah, we sound clashes. Beat capture, true hip-hop rapture. Splash in the smash that will blast from hereafter. New growth is upspringing, a beacon shining. For those who had difficulty seeing, it is true. He is us and you. Understand that, realize what you got to do. What you got to do, what you got to see is that he is you, and you are me. Unity amongst individuality. Just take a look and behold the beautiful geometry. Some say prophecy, but regardless, who rocks the hardest, who goes the farthest, still, even if you could go the most far, keep in mind everyone is still a shining star. Makes no difference who you are. The spark of life and you be a law. By far, excellence beyond par, and vibrating way above the radar, brighter than the quasar. Forever and always, he's us, and indeed is due all praise. Yeah. He's us, and
Come on.
indeed is due all praise.
He's us.
Yes, it's a must we discuss.
He's us.
And his love is based on trust.
He's us.
When you're low and need a little pick me up, say
He's us.
feel a rush and adjust.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
Worldwide.
I forgot to tell you I was hip hop. I forgot to tell y'all. So we're gonna have some fun, y'all. Come on feed, and let me share something with y'all. These are awards, Reed. These are awards. Do you see that says 2014? 2014. Sabir Bey. Let me help y'all out. See, y'all think I just walked into this yesterday. This is an award. You see that says Sabir Bey, Forever Touch Lives. You see that? Oh, y'all didn't know I had awards? Y'all didn't know? These are old. Y'all thought they was new? Nah, they old. So the funny part is, I was on the phone with my brother Percy, and Percy was asking me, where did this guy come from, Tazariak? Now, I don't know if y'all know the history behind me. I used to have debates at this place called the Pearl of Africa in Philadelphia in the 90s. In the 90s. So I used to have debates, and I was always the last person. It could be 10 people. Literally, this is before there was a YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, right? So my sister Tiffany, shout out to my brother Blunty and my sister Tiffany in France. Tiffany used to work at the Pearl of Africa. If y'all don't know what the Pearl of Africa is, you can do a Google search, right, and look up the Pearl of Africa. It's not there anymore. Rest in peace to my brother Ahmed. But I used to have debates, and it used to be a line. Tiffany would tell the story. It used to be a line, right? And I would be the last one standing with one other person. That's how serious this is with me, right? So I would literally walk into the store and pull a book off the shelf. Like I said, let's set it up at Yoel's Underground Bookstore. We got some brothers in the Nation of Islam in Chicago, right? We can do that in Chicago at the Underground Bookstore. Come on down, and we can have a one more versus the Nation of Islam on the term black. And let's see how far back that word black go. Can we do that? Okay, so there is no ancient black gods of Egypt. So when I used to have these debates at the National Black Theater, at the Pearl of Africa in Philadelphia, Tiffany would say Sabir would be the last one. It's like they used to hate my freaking guts. And then I said, damn, since the 90s, they still feel that way in the conscious community? Do y'all really still feel that way in the conscious community? Damn, boy, jealousy don't get you nowhere, B. So why am I saying this? It ain't just weed. So somebody sent us the Wesley Mum. It's not just weed that feminized. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It could be the chicken that you eating. It could be the toothpaste that you using. It could be the meat that you eating. So don't just let these cats cap you up about weed, brother. It's not just weed. It's not. Stop it. And I don't smoke weed. I'm not co-signing it, and I don't smoke weed. Do y'all catch the picture yet? Do y'all get it yet? It's not the weed. So the crazy part is, and again, let's have some verses. So it could be meat. It could be the dairy product that you're putting in. And believe me, a lot of them cats, they eat meat too, people, for the record. They eat meat. Believe me, I know this personally. So they can cap you up and talk about weed feminizes the black man. First of all, let's have a discussion on feminizing who. Let's talk about, let's have a round table. Let's have 10 brothers in the nation versus little old Sabir Bey on the term black. I know, but y'all see, they are part of the Nation of Islam. That's why people go to them. They have to talk about the Nation of Islam. And if I'm wrong, and I love my brothers, but the key to all of this, bro, damn, boy, we be capping. If you don't like it, and if you what King Simon that's watching this, brother, come on, brother. You know better than this. You know better than this. So let's have this discussion. Because me can feminize you too. Let me tell you something else. The crazy part. The Skittles, right? The Skittles, the M&Ms. Think about all these other chemicals that these cats is talking about with feminized, and y'all focusing on talking about weed. And I don't even smoke weed. I don't even get low. I get high. So the crazy part is they use those same tactics, right? And if I'm wrong, please jump on the feed and correct me if I'm wrong. Send it to Wesley Muhammad. Send it to him. He can come. So the crazy part is this discussion should be, right? The discussion could be, how old is the word black? And see, they don't want to talk to somebody that knows the history. So, nah. So let me help y'all out before we get into this video. Okay. So come on the feed, y'all. Let's go. So I'm gonna show you this video one more time. I'm gonna show you this page. So send it to anybody that's in the nation right now. Hashtag them. Black in color, on the other hand, has no historical meaning whatsoever for African people. Black is from the Anglo-Saxon B-L-A-E-C. B-L-A-E-C. Is it making sense? B-L-A-E-C. So it's not an ancient word, people. Black is definitely not an ancient word. But if you know this, if y'all know about this, please share this out and say, Brother Wesley, come on, talk to Sabir Bey. You got his number, brother. Talk to him. Let's talk about that for a minute. Weed feminizes the black man. What black man? What black man are we talking about? Because I can tell you the food that's feminizing our men. It's the food. Okay? It's in the food. All right? So, we can have this discussion about black. Because it's not an ancient word. It's an Anglo-Saxon word. That's a fact. Please pick up any large dictionary, people. Pick up a big, large dictionary and look up the word black and follow the origin of the word black. And with that being said, let's get into this Hebrew Israelite stuff. And again, I don't know where these cats be getting this money from. So just bear with me one second. I'm going to show you this and then I'm going to go. Because my brother Percy said I should do a podcast. So let me put my link up here just in case Wesley or somebody in the nation wants to leap. You can hit that link or you can hit that link. Two of those links y'all can hit. That link or this link. Okay? So let me show you how crazy this was. And I was wondering where these cats get the Percy, and I was saying, where do these dudes get this money from? And going back to Tazariot, the Hebrew Israelite, the Power Ranger guy, he was asking me, where did he come from? Do you know I was in Harlem doing all this before there was a Tazariot that's running around on everybody's show? We was trying to figure out, how do they put these dudes and how do they get on these shows? How do Tazariot and all these people get on these shows? How? I could tell you one way. Somebody told me, literally said, they said, don't ever bring Sabir. Don't bring Sabir Bey. He gonna talk that Moorish talk and that pseudo talk. That's why you don't see me on nobody's show. But if I paid, it's a different story. So here you go. I could not believe when Percy sent me this. He said, man, you took me down a rabbit hole. Y'all see that? This is what these cats is doing, because let me explain this to y'all. They have sponsors behind them. Sponsors. Good God. I said, hold up. I can't make this up. And the crazy part is, this is a white boy, a European, the co-founder. Apply in 30 seconds. I cannot make this up, y'all. Look at this. Monthly impressions, episodes, followers. Now, the crazy part was, I said, this cannot be real. And if I had a sponsor, I would do this, but I'm not here to pay. I'm not paying to be on nobody's platform. Look who they got in. Billy Carson paid. This guy paid. Jesse Lee Peterson was paying. These are people who paid. Can't make this up. Why sponsor the show? Can't make this motherfucker up, nigga. Hold up. Just bear with me. I'm revving it up so y'all can see this, okay? So we sitting back saying no wonder, because I'm not paying this. For what? Apply in 30 seconds. I said, damn. And look what they do. Sponsored package. I cannot make this up. Do y'all see the sponsored package? I cannot make this motherfucker up. 12,000, 15, 50,000. Stop playing. We keep giving our money. I'm done. Hold up. Can't make this up. Cannot make this up, man. Are y'all getting this yet? If somebody sponsored me, I'd do the 12 and I would go on there. That's kind of crazy. So let me explain to y'all what's going on. So this is a European, a so-called white dude that runs this. Testimonials. This is wild, right? Bear with me. And I'm not even knocking these dudes. But goddamn, that's a lot. I told you, majority of these people that you watch on these platforms pay for their blue checks. They pay for their likes. They pay for their followers. They're not authentic, big. They're not. And Percy told me, he said, maybe you should be in the in crowd, like fit in, go along to get along. So Billy Carson even paid. So I said, where do these people get their money from? That's kind of crazy. Can somebody jump on their feet and help me out? Where did these cats get this money from? Where? Somebody got to help me. We kind of quiet on here. I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, somebody please help me. Damn. Can I share this one more time? Can I walk y'all through this since y'all scared to say something? When y'all think these people really saying something, let's walk you through this again. Just bear with me. Woo. This is insane, yo. The boy Billy Carson been pimping people. You got Jesse Lee Peterson over here. So all these are past guests who paid. Paid. Why sponsor the show? Massive reach. Exclusive network. I cannot believe this, brother. I wish somebody would sponsor what I'm doing, brother, to get this information out to the masses of the people. Just bear with me. Here's the package. Sponsorship. Now, I did radio, and I know what sponsorship is about. I did radio, but the crazy part is with people in this conscious community that y'all think that they sharp. This is why I said, go get me 10 brothers from the Nation of Islam, get me 10 attorneys, and if we do the 10 attorneys, we can do Constitution of the state, we can do Constitution, the federal Constitution, 10 attorneys. You know all those people that's doing it now? Or get the Nation of Islam, 10 brothers in the nation, and we can go into the origins of the word black. Or give me some Hebrew Israelites, and we can talk about the Bible. But this is where he's at. So bear with me. Percy said, how did he get on this show? Let me explain to y'all why that brother got on there, Tazariak. The Hebrew Israelites is a 501c3. 501c3. It is a tax write-off, people. A tax write-off. So all of you better run. You better run. So let's show you what I'm talking about. Which this was a stupid conversation. Give me 1 second. Here it is. This is the same guy, Social Digital Hour Podcast. Now, this is the Hebrew Israelite Tazariah. Here with me. And don't forget, if y'all want to be a sponsor, y'all can. But let's play the video real fast.
Do you believe that all white people are that?
Yes,
Okay.
you are an example of that. Christianity is a slave religion. The white man gave you Jesus
This is the guy
to keep you oppressed.
So when we say Jesus is the Most High, what we mean by that is that he shares in the same divine essence as the Father.
So if the Lamb is of God, he can't be God. This debate is Jesus God? If the one on the throne is God and the one off the throne is not God, you lost, sir.
You are operating in a spirit of the Antichrist.
It was an African that brought us to the coast and sold us. So I hate Africans too. The Arabs that assisted in making them ships, I hate them Arabs too. And then the white man that finished the job.
Look up. What?
I'm sorry.
You're not
That's just the way I talk to my friends.
But we're not friends either.
How
Nothing
do-
in this conversation that said we were friends. Nothing. So my first prompt is Jesus is not God.
Hello. This is going to be a little problematic because I'm breaking from that prompt just slightly for the moment. Somebody else can carry on. I'm sorry. My whole thing I wanted to bring up was
That's typical Christian behavior.
exactly. Yeah,
Not
you're
to
not
follow
wrong.
rules.
You're not wrong. It's
Not
on
to follow
brand.
no rules of the Bible.
You know a thing or two. That's fine.
I know how ignorant
right.
Christians are.
That's right.
Right? See? And he agrees with me.
Every color and creed I think might have some of that, but I feel you.
Every Christian has it.
That
That's a fact.
one or two absolutely at
Right.
least. But anyway, I wanted to touch on, sorry, breaking from it, that I believe, I mean, there's on the surface, if you read the scriptures, KJV, which I'm pretty sure you utilize as I do myself,
That's correct.
that it is plenty of grafting in happening on the surface, at least definitely
Grafting of what?
of Gentiles, whoever they may be, into the
Boy,
fold.
you are a typical Christian. This
Uh,
man came up here. Who you trying to say? White people?
Well, anybody who has a living soul,
Does God want to say white people?
I like to think so. I mean, I would like to be proven. I wouldn't like to be, but
So
I'll
you
be.
would say God loves everybody.
Yeah, I'm on that team. I
What
would say
about
so.
Esau?
He hated him, and that's
In the Old and New Testament,
now you could
right?
say, did he hate him before he was born, or did he hate him for what he becomes?
created him to be hated.
That's very possible.
In Romans 9:11 says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God might stand according to election. So he elected Jacob to love. He elected
This dude is a clown, yo.
Esau to hate. So God can't be all love if he created a race to hate.
Yeah.
You wasn't ready.
No, I was veering off somewhere else, and it went that direction. But I
Well,
wanted
you
to
went
say.
to Gentile salvation.
Yeah.
I'm just showing it can't be Gentile salvation if God created a race to hate.
So, what do you have to say about all the examples in Acts and
Like
of
what?
well,
Like
of
what?
Paul? Like, what is your thoughts on Paul and his like? Do you find him to be like? Do you think the word
I
of
think
God,
Paul
the
would-
KJV, is divinely inspired and driven
Yes.
by the Holy Spirit?
Absolutely.
So, you think every word of Paul's,
From
including
Genesis to Revelation,
you think Titus 3:9? You think Titus 3:9?
3:9. It could
It
be
talks
Titus
about
1:1.
Titus 3:9 says genealogies should not be focused on, or mythologies, because
It says
they're-
strive not after endless genealogy. So like,
so
let's
what's
say,
the limit of
I'll
genealogies
give
there?
you an example. Like when your ancestors enslaved my people, and they took away our lineage, our identity. So now black people strive to find where in Africa we're from. We don't have to
Black people. Yo, this is crazy.
do that. The prophecies in the Bible identify who we are today. So when someone tells me I'm not an Israelite and they say, can you go back 7 generations? That's what that scripture is talking about. It's not talking about not knowing who your grandmother is, your grandfather is, your great this. What you know, you know. But when you get to the world of unknown, you can't let nobody deny you in the unknown. That's what it's talking about.
As far as like, would an ethnocentric God send Jonah to go preach to the Ninevites, and would they have? Why would Ruth the Moabite say that my God will be your God, or your God will be my God? And this is grafting.
Ruth was a Moor. She was a Moabitess. Let me explain these things to y'all. Do y'all see how crazy this sound? Yo, Marcus, do you see how crazy this sound? Let me explain some stuff to y'all. So for y'all that read the Bible, right? Ruth was a Moabitess. Ruth was a Moabitess. Ruth was a Moor, if that makes sense. If you think that I'm lying, please, I told you, go get 10 Hebrew Israelites. I'll sit in a room with 10 Hebrew Israelites, and we can come directly out of this book right here. We can come out of this motherfucking book right here. Oh, I wish I had sponsorship like that. He said Ruth is where they get the word ruthless from. Ruthless means without mother. Facts 101. Ruthless means without mother. So I don't know who sponsored him to be on this motherfucking show, but damn, let's move forward.
In language is that
that's not grafting in. When you read 1 Kings, I think it's 4:23. If I have to pull it, I will. It'll tell you that the prophet Jonah went to the Israelites in Nineveh, because if you actually know the history, the Israelites was carried away into Babylonia or into that captivity. So Jonah went to prophesy to them repentance. He wasn't prophesying to the Ninevites. He don't care about no Ninevites, but the Israelites that are scattered. That's the grafting in. The grafting in is the Israelites that were scattered, like in James 1:1, it says to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. You're familiar with
so
that
grafting
verse?
in the descendants only.
Yes, but you're familiar with that verse, James 1:1, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, right?
Yeah.
So when it says scattered abroad, that means the Israelites will be scattered in north, south, east, west of America. They might call themselves Vietnamese. They might call themselves Asian. They might call themselves African, because they've been scattered into those regions. That's the grafting in. So that letter of James is only written to them. When Paul says in Ephesians 1:4, when Paul says the predestinated adoption of the people, only Israel is predestinated to be adopted. So his letter is only to the Israelites, no matter where they are. When you talk about Ruth, first of all, the fact that Ruth even has a book named after her lets you know she's an Israelite, and she was in the plains of Moab. Just like Elijah is called a Tishbite, Ruth is called a Moabite. Caleb is called a Kenzanite, even though Caleb's...
Get it? Did y'all? Will, I know you was a Hebrew Israelite. Did you get it? What he said? You heard what he said more, right? So this is the thing about these Hebrew Israelites, man. That will be a walk in the park, and I'm only 33 minutes into this. This will be a walk in the motherfucking park. First of all, let me explain some other stuff what he said when he opened up. He said he don't mess with what do you say? He don't mess with Africans or Arabs. Come on, Tazariak, let's go. I told you before you even started on 125th Street, brother. I was out there. You don't want it with me, homie. Oh, you don't want this with me, brother. I want to know, because you know I'm going to come with books with me, books, and they're going to come from the King James Version of the Bible. So we'll get back into that. So please send us out to Tazariak right now. Let's go. And I don't know who sponsored this, but goddamn, bro.
Father is from Judah, and Caleb was the chief of the house of Judah. So you just got to know the Bible. Your rebuttal?
Do I have a brother?
No, I say your rebuttal. Listening is an art. No.
Well, so you agree with the teachings of Paul and all his writings. So
all of them.
But so I'm just confused because there's clear grafting in of non-Israelites.
Where?
Cornelius, Lydia. There's a few more in Acts.
Cornelius is a non-Israelite.
Well, I mean, it's more than heavily implied from the text.
I'm not asking you what's implied. The only thing that's implied is that he's a Roman centurion.
Yeah.
Which means he was in the Roman military.
Okay.
Paul was a Roman citizen, right?
Yeah.
Was he an Israelite though?
Yes.
Shalom. So now, being a centurion does not identify you as an Israelite or non-Israelite at the surface level.
Okay. So you think the grafting ins of everybody was already an Israelite that's happening, all the examples?
Absolutely, because when it talks about Cornelius, Peter gets the dream, all the unclean animals.
Let's go a little further.
And then God. So now I'm going to answer you with the scriptures. So you can't say I'm using my own logic.
But don't take the scripture out of context.
In John 10:30, Christ said, I and my Father are one. The Jews took up stones again to stone him. Christ answered them, many good works have I showed you from my Father. For which of these works do you stone me? The Jews answered him, saying, for a good work we stone thee not, but for blasphemy, because that thou, being a man, makest thyself a God.
Yes.
This is Jesus' response, and listen to it clear. Jesus answered them, is it not written in your law, ye are gods? That's the first cut that he gave them. Why is that important? Because in the law, in Psalms 82, it says we are gods. Not like the Most High, but we are gods. Then he says, if he called them gods, so if God called them gods, unto whom the word of God came, and the scripture cannot be broken, say ye of him whom the Father hath sanctified and sent into the world, thou blaspheme, because I am the Son of God. So to your question, in 1 John 2 and 22.
Wait, all right, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
So in your question in 1 John 2 and 22, you said it's blasphemy if you don't believe he's the Christ. I agree. When I say he's not God, Christ just said, how do you say I blaspheme when I say I'm the Son of God? So my counter question is, did Christ say, I'm gonna give you the floor. Did Christ say he was God or the Son of God?
All right.
Which one did he say?
We're going to talk about that before you, which one we say. The context of that scripture, right, is that if I'm saying I'm God, the people saying that they God, how much more is the Son of God, the anointed one, God? That's what he's saying, bro.
That's not what
That's why they was mad. No, let me tell you that. That's why he's saying how much would be the one that is the Son of. Listen, he said it says in your law that you are gods, right? You're gods that follow Moses. How much more is the anointed Son of God not God? That's what he was trying to say. Yes, he said in the title.
Yo, you know the crazy part? Do you see how quiet it is on his feet? This whole both of these cats is out of pocket. I'm gonna give an example. Anybody that's a Hebrew Israelite on my feed? Any Hebrew Israelites? Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask everybody, anybody, and I want you to either click the link, because you can click before 1492 or Sabir Bey page. Can you copyright the word of God? Raise your hand. I love throwing this out here. Can you copyright the word of God? This is supposed to be the word of God, right? This is supposed to be the word of God. Yes or no? Yes or no? TikTok, you can respond to. Can you copyright the word of God? No wonder Karl Marx said religion is like the opium of the people. Religion is the opium of the people. Let me see how many people we got on here. No, you can, right? So imagine me being in a room with somebody from the Nation of Islam, Hebrew Israelites, or 10 attorneys, right? 10 attorneys. And again, that show got sponsored. But let me pull something up. Let's pull some facts up. And this is what Hebrew Israelite says to me. You can translate. Translation is totally different than copyright. So give me 1 second. We out to lunch, brother. We be arguing some silly stuff, man. Silly things, man. Give me 1 second. Are y'all ready? Okay, so let me pull up the Bible. I don't know where they be getting their sponsors from, Brother Jamal. You see that? Copyright information. The verse without express permission of the publisher, provided that the verse quoted does not complete book. Okay, so this is the thing that the Hebrew Israelites are coming from. If they open up a couple of pages, you want to see it says copywritten. So let's educate y'all on how this works, okay? And if you're a Hebrew Israelite, don't hide behind the scenes. Come on and feed with me. So the Hebrew Israelite, even Tazariak said this when I was at Sanetta's house. Sanetta called Tazariak thinking he can triple team me. That doesn't work. So let me tell you something. I was at Sanetta's house. I just happened to be in New York, and I stopped at Sanetta's house. Sanetta called Jabari, Brother Ankh, and Tazariak, and one other brother. 4 brothers he tried to get to go at with me when I was at his house. It didn't work out for them. It didn't work out. So Tazariak was talking about translation. Translation is not what I'm talking about. Copyright Copyright. Translation. So majority of you Christians, majority of you Hebrew Israelites is coming out of this book. This book. This one. So I'm going to educate y'all. Okay? That says copyright. Let's go here for 1 second. And I want you not to believe me. I want you to do your research on what I'm saying and you debunk what I'm saying. So let's go to England real fast and find out who owns the copyrights. However, the United Kingdom is protected under the crown right here. Under the crown is copywritten. That's who owns the copyright. So just walk with me for 1 second. Just walk with me. If you studied history, they took things out of the book and added things into the book. What do I mean by that? I'm going to give you 2 books that y'all should look up, okay? Give me 1 second. And if I'm wrong, please do your research and then get back with me. Give me 1 second. Everybody good? So do your research on what I'm saying. I don't need you to follow me. I'm not one of these cats that, you know. 1 second. Oh, shoot. We went out on X. Damn, boy, my phones be dying quick, boy. So give me 1 second. How many of y'all saw this book before? How many of you saw this? Just bear with me 1 second. Okay. So a translation and a copyright is 2 different things. Translation, copyright. All right, are we good? Give me 1 second. I got to go back online, y'all. Now, y'all ain't got to be shy. You can come on the feed. All right. So the copyright. Now let's go to translation. Give me 1 second. Yes, you are correct. Translators transfer literally means text, language to another form. Copyright is totally different. Do y'all see that? So when these, why is it doing this? When these Hebrew Israelites tell y'all these things, they'll sit up here and say, well, brother, you know, when we're talking about a translation is totally different. Okay? Give me 1 second. I gotta do something. Christians, hold up. All right. So, you got it? So let me take y'all to Philadelphia. Is everybody good? Are we good? Okay. Let's move forward. In Philadelphia, there is a place in Philadelphia. So bear with me. I'm going to help y'all out. In my city. Okay? In my city. Let me pull up this in Philadelphia. In Philly. So in Philadelphia, this is called the Bible House. America's first Bible Society, founded in 1808. Right? So I'll need y'all to follow me for a second, okay? Follow me. If anybody's confused, click the link. All right? If you're confused. right? Bear with me. And then we're going to go back to the Hebrew Israelites. We're going to go back to brother. All right. This is in Philly. It's called the Bible House. Let's pull this up. Let's go a little closer into this. And this is, again, the difference between scholarship and scrollership. I took this picture when I was in Philly, and I went inside the store and I asked the lady, do they have an Ethiopian Bible? She looked at me like I was crazy. The first Bible in English. Do y'all get it? Is it registered? Because them Hebrew Israelites is not reading Hebrew. They're definitely not reading Hebrew. All right. So this is in Philadelphia. I took the picture when I was there. The first Bible in English printed in America. Okay. You get it? You can do your research on this. You got it? So the difference between scholarship and scholarship, you get it? So you can bring me 10 Christians, 10 pastors, 10 attorneys, 10 brothers in the Nation of Islam, and we can have this dialogue. Okay? So let's go back to the video with Tazariah. And again, you got to pay attention, people. Yo, this dude is crazy. Hold up. Let's pull this back up one more time.
Title that he was the son, but he was 100% God, bro.
That's it,
bro.
So even though he could have called himself God, according to what God said about the children of Israel, he still said he was not God, but said he was the son of God. So you can't say that I'm using my own thoughts, that I'm in the flesh, because if Jesus said he's the son of God, and Jesus said he's not the Father, and Jesus said he's not God, you can't tell me that I now have to make him God. Unless there's a verse in here where Jesus said that he's God, that he's the Father, then you can say that.
It goes right
Do you
back.
have a verse that says
it goes,
that?
yes, it goes right back to the first scripture I told you.
What's that?
In the context, he said, yo, after I resurrect, give me back my glory that was sent when I came
Who's
here.
he asking that
He's
to?
talking to the identity of the Father.
He's talking to God.
Let me tell you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit agree on one. It don't.
Damn, dude, this cat.
Not that. So Christ is not God.
Doesn't say that in text. I want to get back to Revelation 5 because that's what we started with, and we've gone way off. Revelation 5. Revelation 5.
Right.
Well, every creature means every creature except Christ, is what you
I mean,
said,
it's
right?
simple reading
So
comprehension.
in Exodus chapter 20, we're given God
If
gives
I
Moses.
say I paid everybody $100, did I pay myself?
No.
Shalom.
Yeah, but
See
everybody.
how you can understand that? You
Can
see how
I-
easy
can I
that
finish?
is?
Can I finish?
paid
He really trying to sound like he's sharp, man, and he's weak as hell.
everybody $100. You know I'm not talking about me.
It's not parallel.
But every
It's
creature
not
gonna worship
parallel.
Christ. I gotta keep wasting my time breaking down how Jesus is not a part of
It's
that.
not
Everybody. This is the
parallel.
indoctrination of Christianity. It makes you stupid.
Can I speak?
Yes.
So, one, it's not parallel because it doesn't just stop at every. It says every in heaven, on earth, and under the earth, and in the sea, and all that is in them. Now, when the same language is used in Exodus chapter 20, where God gives Moses the 10 commandments, he says not to make any graven image, anything in heaven, on earth.
Exodus 20 and what?
20 verse 4 and 5.
Okay, good. You can keep talking. I just like to go to
Sure. It says not to make any graven image. Are you familiar with this context?
Yes.
Not to worship any graven image in heaven, on earth, and in the sea, and under the earth.
Yeah.
God uses the same
What up, Will? I'm trying to bring you in.
exhaustive language to say not to make any graven image. John uses the same exhaustive language in Revelation. So why do we make an exception in Revelation but not in Exodus?
You got to understand the exception that you talk about.
The language is the same. It's exhaustive language. Why do we make an exception?
Okay. Will, I'm trying to get you in, brother. Give me 1 second, brother Will. I don't know what's going on. Let's get brother Will in. Will, are you there? Okay, let me get Will one more time. Give me 1 second, Will. Will, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here, G.
Yo, bro. This is embarrassing, brother. This is crazy.
Hey, is this after he went up against the brother Marquette? Is this new?
This is new. This is yesterday, 3 days ago. But this is the thing that people don't know. I don't know when you came
Man,
in,
after Marquette, he should have just kept his mouth shut because he made himself look like a fool.
brother. I don't. You was a Hebrew Israelite. You know they got finances somewhere. But this is the platform that he's on. Right
Nah,
here.
I don't know nothing about that because I wasn't a part of no camps. Nah, don't put me in that circle. That is not me.
Okay. But anyway, this is the platform that he's on. And Percy and I was talking about this, right? We was trying to figure out where do these cats get money from to do this. I can't even get $500 for nobody to sponsor me, boy. But I will go up against anybody. But I said, damn. So it was 10, one black Hebrew Israelite against 20 Christians, right? 10 Christians. But this is the platform that he's on. I can't make this up, bro. Look.
That is a waste of breath. I don't see how he's doing it.
Wait till you see the money. Wait till you see. Are you paying attention? This is the platform that he was on. So past guests, Billy Carson, Jesse Lee Peterson, they got all the people in here, right? So they paid. This is why I sponsored the show. This is the platform. Massive reach, exclusive network. You see this? So this is, hold up. I'm gonna go down further. So WhatsApp chats. Now watch this. Sponsor packages. I said, nigga, where did they get this motherfucking money from? Nigga, I'm trying to figure it out, bro. Where? Can I get 1,500? Where did they get this from? Somebody help me out. Where did they get this money from, bro? Like, where's Percy at, man? Yo, Percy and I was like, well, where did he even come from? Talking about Tazaria. I said, where did he even come from? I can't make this up, bro. Listen. Percy told me I should start a podcast, right? But I don't want to do it in the house because I have people that do want to come on the show, but they don't want to do a live video. They keep telling me that, no, I don't want to do nothing live, bro. It was like, I'd rather do a podcast, right? But this is, and it's me. I told Percy, I'm fine. You can drop me on any show. I can freestyle. You can throw any question at me. Nigga, are you gay? If I was gay on a Friday, nigga, please. Find a nigga I slept with. Well, you subject? No, nigga, ain't none of that. You know, it's weird part, right? So some people just don't want to go. They don't want to do a live show because questions like that might come up. So most of their shows, you know, you got to write stuff down. You ain't got to write nothing down with me. But the crazy part is, that's how much people are paying, bro, to be on these so-called white people's platforms. And well, then you got guys like him, Wesley Muhammad. I told y'all, go send this to my brother Wesley Muhammad because I'm trying to figure out what weed make you feminine. What weed? I don't smoke weed, but I can tell you the food that you eating, dude. I can damn sure show you that the food. And this is the crazy part, brother Will. What I'm saying, people feed into this type of stuff because they tap into your ignorance. They're tapping in, but if I told you it's the food that we eating can feminize you, you talking about weed. No, it don't. Let me tell you something. My nephew smoke weed. Come on, bro. And they stone cold brothers. This is the crazy part. But people feed into this. And this is why Karl Marx said religion is the opium of the people. So if you don't like what I'm saying about your brother Wesley Muhammad, what y'all can do is send us to at Wesley Muhammad and we can do a dialogue. Wesley can come straight here. And I will ask him, what do you eat? Because I know he eats chicken. Y'all do know that, right? He's not a vegetarian. Oh, we was at Roscoe's when I brought him out here to California. I'm the only one sitting at Roscoe's drinking water while he's over there eating chicken and waffles, my nigga. I don't eat that kind of stuff. I don't even drink their sodas, bro. I don't even drink soda. So the crazy part about people, Will, is and I'm not knocking nobody for whoever, do whatever you do. Do what you do. My point is, don't try to cat people by saying weed feminize. How? And this is why I said, well, if you're in the room with me, I'm going to ask the heart, how does weed feminize you? Help me out. How does somebody send us to Wesley? He can call me on the phone. We can set up an interview. I could be on his show or he can come on my show. How does weed feminize you? And I can show you how food can feminize you. I can show you how food can mess you up. So there's a book, Brother Will, I'm going to share with you. Okay? I'm going to show you a book. You ready? Are you still there, Will?
Live a chicken, G.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull out a book, and I can tell you what the book is. The book is called The Art of Deception. So just bear with me. The Art of Deception. Are y'all following me? Is everybody following me? If you really read this book and you flip to this page right here, can you see what that says, Will? Right there. Appeal to ignorance.
I can barely see it on the StreamYard on my mobile.
Okay, well, it says appeal. It says appeal to ignorance. You don't get it yet? Appeal to ignorance. Oh, Wesley Muhammad, and I'm not going to teach you this. That's called appeal to ignorance. So I'm going to explain this to y'all. You got it? So the book is called The Art of Deception. So what he's doing is appealing to your ignorance, whether y'all want to know it or not. And they use the Nation of Islam to get people and followers. I don't use the Moorish Science Temple. I don't use the Nation of Islam to do none of those things. I don't have to say, yo, brother, talk about, nah. I'm about truth. So it's not weed, brother. It's the same thing with the Hebrew Israelites. This is the wildest thing ever, brother. Like, I am so sick of this ignorance, bro. And this is what my brother Hawthorne James said. It's like spitting in the wind. Y'all, it's stuff that I know that y'all have no idea what's going on. It's things that I know, bro. So they would actually sponsor those people. The Nation of Islam will sponsor certain people to go out here on certain platforms and then say, don't bring Sabir Bey over here because Sabir Bey might expose the truth. Don't bring him. He may expose the truth. So I'm live right now. Let's go. Okay? So, you don't like what I'm saying? Feel free to jump in the cipher. So when I'm looking at this Hebrew Israelites, and I'm looking at this, and it's more because he made a comment about hating Africans.
Oh, Dirty South, Atlanta, Georgia.
South?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So my question, look, and I'll do this too. Actually, I'll grant you Jesus is the Son of the Most High God. How about that? Because I want to talk about who he is, not who he's not. I don't want to talk about metaphysical realities and debating hypostatic union and all that. So this is what I'm talking. Who is Jesus all throughout the scripture? Jesus, what's the
I would
name?
say all throughout the scripture.
I'm literally talking about a title. What's his historical title?
I would say he's second in the hierarchy. You have the Father, you have the Son.
No, I'm saying if you literally open your Bible right now and you open up every time that you see, and by the way, is it Jesus or Yahushua or
we would say
Yeshua?
Yahweh.
Yahweh. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I say Jesus?
Yeah, when I'm teaching on platforms that don't know the name of Christ,
okay,
I just say Christ or I say Jesus. But if I was talking amongst my brothers, we would say Yahweh.
But if you open your King James, because you use King James, if you open up,
you get it? You see that, Will? So if I open up the King James Version, it says copyright, right? Okay, so let's move forward, y'all.
King James, every single instance where the name Jesus is, what's the title connected to it? Jesus.
Well, it depends, because Jesus is just Joshua.
Yeah.
So Jesus in the New Testament is.
You know the name next to it, Brother Will? Is Will still with me? You heard what he said? What's the name next to Jesus? After Jesus, come on.
Joshua in the old, like in Acts 7 and 37.
I got that, but I'm saying his literal title.
Oh, the Christ. Is that what you're looking for?
Does it say Jesus the Christ in the New Testament? I'm talking about in the Gospels when Jesus is walking around doing his ministry.
If you can get to me to what you're saying.
Okay, Jesus of Nazareth, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk about the historical man.
Okay.
And what he literally did and who he literally was.
Okay.
So I got some questions about that.
What's up?
The New Testament is translated from Greek, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So behind Jesus of Nazareth in your King James is actually Jesus the Nazarene, or Jesus the Nazarene, which actually doesn't indicate
You
someone
said the same
from
phrase twice.
Nazarene and Nazarene. It's different vowels,
I don't
different
know
vowels in the Greek
Will,
forms.
You messing
Oh,
with my fees.
okay.
Some kind
And
of
in fact, I'm glad you brought that up because the second vowel in Nazarene, it actually can't point to someone from Nazareth. It has no indication of denoting a place that someone's from.
Okay.
It's a sectarian title, actually.
Okay.
So the Nazarene. So that's what I want to get to is the black. And you said black Hebrew Israelite is a misnomer because I got a prompt. That
No,
said,
it's used derogatory. So
okay.
you might see Israelites of my type use the term black Hebrew Israelite, but it was born out of disrespect to us.
Okay.
So as we start being made more known, they say, "Oh, that's the black Israelites over there."
Oh yeah,
that's what they would say.
And
so,
particularly the black, the Crayola color.
I don't know
because you're
what
not
color
black.
they
You're
are.
like
Right.
you're.
I don't even
caramel.
get the point of black Hebrew Israelites because we believe that blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians are Israelites.
Okay.
So it's not just black people for us. We have Mexicans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans. It's a whole 12 tribes of us: Cubans, Guatemalans, Panamanians. So it's not just black people for us.
Okay. So what I'm getting to is, do you think Jesus the Nazarene? Would you agree that he's a Nazarene?
Yeah, that's what it say.
What's going on your phone? You texting somebody?
No.
He looking it up. Yo, this nigga getting them. He's looking it up, trying to figure it out. You in the hot seat, bro.
Go ahead, I'm listening, man. Come on with it, man. Come on.
So,
with it, man. Come on.
Jesus the Nazarene, would he follow the practices that you and would you call yourself a sect?
The Israelites, yeah, he would fight. We do everything that Christ did.
Okay, so Christ practiced the Passover. Because here's what we're getting down to it now. I got a bone to pick with you.
What's your bone?
Specifically a shank bone. Did Jesus eat the Passover?
Did he do what?
Did he eat the Passover?
Yes.
Where's your proof?
When they kept the Passover, they couldn't keep it with the Jews. They had to do it separately in the temple. Not only him, I think you could see Paul kept the Passover.
But where in any scripture does it say that Jesus
in
ate
Matthew,
Passover?
the 28th chapter, that's when they gathered together for the Passover.
And what was on the table?
I'm not specific. I would have to read it again.
You're talking about the Last Supper, right?
Yeah.
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 Bread and wine, or the juice of grapes, is probably not pretty low alcohol to non-alcoholic wine, right? So
Jesus drank wine. What you talking about?
Very minimally.
They called him a wine bibber.
Oh yeah. That was an accusation. He didn't say that.
Listen, his first recorded miracle was what?
Changing the water to wine.
Yeah, he drank.
Right, but they added a little bit of wine to the water. We're getting off topic now. This is what I want to talk about. He added a little bit of water, wine to the water because that
was the best wine they ever had.
Ancient
days,
wasn't a little bit of wine. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get back on top. My point is this: the Nazarenes are recorded historically across the board as not accepting the Passover lamb and not eating it. Period, because they believed it was unlawful to God. So Epiphanius, the church father, which I actually heard you use this against Jay Dyer. You were referring to the Nazarenes and the Ebionites for their Christology, which is the debate that we're having right now.
Yeah, I think I was showing examples of they didn't all agree.
The adoptionist Christology. Right. But would you agree that these groups, the Nazarene, Jesus was a Nazarene. This is his actual religious connotation. This is his sect, if you will, or his club, like you have yours, right? Yes or no?
I wouldn't call it a club. We call ourselves a school.
A school. The school. That's great.
Club,
School of the Nazarenes. Epiphanius says in Panarion 18 that the Nazarenes were just like the Hebrews in every order. And in fact, they claimed descendants from Israel himself. So you'll like that. However, there was one key difference. They would not offer sacrifice or eat flesh because they believed it was unlawful to do so.
Well, I think some of them didn't eat meat at all.
Right.
That's not Christ, because Christ ate fish. We know he ate fish.
Okay.
But you eat meat. Y'all Negroes eat meat.
So I don't have to see recorded that whether what he had.
We'll talk about the fish, but I want to talk about the Passover because I know
I'm coming back to.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't need to see recorded. I just know that they gathered for the Passover. So if they're gathering for the Passover and he chose to highlight, because the only reason you're talking about the bread and the wine is because that's what he highlighted. So as he
Will, who sponsored this, man? Like seriously. Who sponsored this motherfucker for 12,000 to 15,000? Who?
Dude, I don't know. But to me, you know what I personally call this? I personally call this the religious merry-go-round. It's just rhetorical. This is all it's repetitive and rhetorical. It's just, bro,
Yo,
this stuff gets tiring. Look, there's no amount of money for me to go back and forth with people and their opinions. I'm all right. I'm good with that, bro. I already had my fair share for a good, hell, a 4 or 5 years, maybe even 6. I'm good, fam.
no, but
That
this is
shit,
this is the thing, though,
it
bro.
did me so wrong. It did me so, like, my health, everything, like my state of mind, my peace. No, I didn't find peace until I started doing my extra research and then bumping into you, Taj, and everybody else.
And this is what I'm saying, brother. Like I was around before there was a Tazariot. Negroes would say, no, don't bring Sabir. It's like Percy and I are on the phone, and Percy was like, where did he come from and who sponsored it? Did y'all see the price? Let me show my brother Marcus the price. I can't make this up.
That's nuts.
This is the price to be on that guy's show. I cannot make this up. This is the price. Sponsorship packages, right? 12, 15, 50,000. So I said, well, who in the hell sponsored this dude to be on this show? Can't make this up. Who? So you could bring me 10 you can bring me 10 Hebrew Israelites. We could do 10 attorneys. We could do 10 brothers in the Nation of Islam, and we can talk about the origins of the word black. I know some of these desperate Moors want to try, but a lot of these Moors are not even qualified to speak on certain subjects. Because the Moors, a lot of these Moors speak of the Moorish Science Temple. I'm not from the Moorish Science Temple. So let me make this clear again. I am not from the Moorish Science Temple of America. I'm not a follower of no one. I'm a historian. So make that very clear. So this is the boys' page that it was on. See, they would go get a desperate Moor to be on somebody's platform, and you will hear them say Noble Drew Ali 1,000 goddamn times. They'll say Noble Drew Ali 100 times, like they say Elijah Muhammad or Minister Farrakhan. Like I'll be saying my mom 100 times, my father 100 times. That's crazy. This is why I'm laughing at this. I said, this cannot be real. This cannot be real. And
It's real.
And these Europeans are taking this and they picking this thing apart. Nothing about the Moors, though, bro. Because I can tear the whole Bible apart, bro. I told you.
The propaganda, bro. That's what they go for. That's how they do it.
Then he said that he don't mess with the Arabs. What Arabs is he talking about? I would sit in the room and say, what Arabs are you referring to Zariak? See, that's what Sanetta was trying when I was at his house. Did y'all know that? He called Zariak, he called Ankh, and he called Jabari and one other brother. And they tried it. It don't work with me. It don't work. He tried it. It didn't work. So that's why you don't see me outside of the show.
Man, I really hate you wasting your time on that. That was crazy.
No, see, this is the thing, Will.
That was crazy. Will.
I know it's easy to turn your head and say Islam and turn your head and say, well, I ain't going to do it. No, somebody got to do it. Y'all just have to be the ones that back. Y'all got to back. I mean, I get tired all day long. I told you yesterday, I'm talking to Big Red, Hawthorne James. He said, man, it's like spitting in the wind.
Yep.
It's like spitting in the wind.
Man, for real.
And you got the fanatic Moors over there only talk about Islamists and keep telling you about the Circle 7 Quran, right? Or the two books that they have in the Moorish Science Temple, and you think that's all the history of the Moors when that's not even true. And they don't want to have this because, brother, we have so much jealousy and envy within our people, brother, even amongst our ranks. Let me give you a history lesson. You ready? Let me give you a history lesson. Have you ever read this book right here? How many people know what book this is from? Do anybody know what book this is from? See, they don't want to have no discussions on this. Do anybody know what book that's from? Anybody? The Moors should know about it. If you are Moor, you know about that book.
unless you keep coming out the books that's inside the Moorish Science Temple.
Anybody yet? Now watch Jamal. Jamal may be the one that bring it up. Anybody know what book this is from? Anybody? Let's give you another hint. Give me 1 second. No longer use the word Moor, but Negro. Anybody? Nope. Damn, Jamal, I thought you would get it, bro. The name Negro and its evil meaning. I bought about 4 or 5 of these books when I was at the underground bookstore. 4 or 5 of these books, right? Look up Richard B. Moore. Richard B. Moore. Okay. The wild part is, you said that was your first guess? Yeah. So they didn't call him that. So when you do some work like this is what you call real scholarship, not scrollership. This is us in Spain. Do you know that Chris paid $10,000 for that camera right there, brother, before we went over there? I wish I had 10 racks like that, but he paid $10,000 for that camera. We was shooting over in Spain. 10 grand for that, right? I can't. Say that again.
I say, yo, that's a grip, man.
Tell me about it. When he told us that, he said he spent $10,000 before we went over there. I said, $10,000 for that camera? Are you serious? And that's my brother Percy. Look at the work that we do. Do you know what book that we holding in our hand? That's my book. Do you know what book that is? Anybody know what book that is? But I can't. Can I get $1,000 from somebody? Sheesh. Let me show you. In 120-degree weather, we outside filming. This is the book I had with me. 120-degree weather. That's the back. That's the book. You see that? You see this?
Man, that's the page I be using for social experiments. I used to do that.
You know I was going to go to the Comic Con? You know I was going to go to the Comic Con, right? And I was going to wear that, but I was told not to wear it. Yo, bro. Listen, I got disappointed, man. So I went to the MENA event. Okay, so that's the camera. So let me show you the street that we on. So they would never use the word black. That's why I said, go get the Nation of Islam. We can talk about the word black. How many of y'all would sponsor it? Let's see if we can get a sponsor behind me. This is us filming in Spain. They got a camera on the ground. We're sitting on a block called Conde Negro. Conde Negro. So they would never use the word black. But we don't want to support this type of work. This is not the work we want to support. Not people who are literally on the ground in these places. So, and this is a book I did on it too. I told everybody to get this book, the Kipara. I told everybody, cop the book. And what, everybody trying to find it for free? This is the book I did. That's me during Black History Month with KRS-One. I'm sitting in there burning up underneath of that. I am literally burning up at Black History Month out here in California. Burning up. And all the Mexicans that was inside there knew exactly what I was talking about and what I had on. I will spark a whole conversation about this, brothers. So it wasn't Ye that did it. It was me that brought it to people's attention. Okay. So I'm gonna take a quick break, and if anybody want to sow a seed, you too, my brother Steph, sow a seed, brother. I'm gonna put my banner up here. If anybody wants to sow a seed, and we're gonna go a little bit more further in. Shout out to my sister Brandy that's on TikTok. Please share this out. Share it out. Share it out. And sow a seed. Or set up 10 black people that y'all know. I don't care what profession you are. We're gonna go back into this again, all right? So please, I'll put my banner up here. Tonight, tomorrow, later on, 3 o'clock in the morning, doesn't matter. Set it up. I'm not one of these desperate Moors that's trying to seek attention. So pay attention, support. The banner is right there if you like to support. All right. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Go get me some Hebrew Israelites, bro.
80%. iPad 107.
That's the building block, okay, of the entire universe, okay, atom, okay, which is today called atom.
Yeah. 10 to the minus 33 centimeters of space. 10 minus 43 seconds, that is time. If you want to see the last of the true, look at my face. If you want to crack the mysteries of life, study this rhyme. Everything you see is a molecular structure. Your clothes, your home, you, your mother, your brother. Molecules make up everything we senses matter. Everything molecular, even you rappers. Molecules are made by atoms coming together. Some molecule structures are soft, others tougher than leather. Whatever, the molecular structure of things come from the atomic structure of things. Now you gotta hear what I bring and what I sing clearly. We going through levels of string theory, but don't mind me, I'm just shining my light. True master got beat, so I'm a rhyme on this mic. 22 years rocking, something gotta be right. I'm not a crook, I'm more the archaeologist type. Digging for truth, aboriginal, passing the pipe. Peacemaker, street savior, KRS-One is life. I got the feeling for fearlessly fighting fascism. I raise my voice against racism and classism. You can keep your fast living, I pass prison. Talk that shit, you get hit with an ass whipping. I stand with a protest sign. I'm not known for crime, I'm known to hold mine with a chrome 9 elements. At this level, money is irrelevant. I'm making you more intelligent, and that's the end of it.
If you give the Asian African scrap metal, okay,
yeah,
they will transform that into gold.
Teacher, philosopher, mystic, scholar, don't get it twisted, we gigs that dollar. Holla, this K will slay. Back in the day and today, yes I do bring drama. I'm a builder, I'm a get killer. I'm a professional without the milk or Matilda. When I'm on the scene, it's clear. The streets salute Chris with AR-15s in the air. Who you think I'm teaching? The conscious don't need to be taught. I'm talking to my dudes going to court. Them thugs and them strip clubs, goons in the back rooms. Real gangsters wondering when you coming back soon. Y'all little dudes is fakers. Y'all know money's made of cotton, so why you chasing paper? I'm not a hater, haters whack, no doubt. I'm a lover, and I love taking whack rappers out. So let's get to it. You youngins need a spanking, and in a few years you're gonna be giving me a thanking. Thank you, big brother. Can I have another? You can't play your rhymes for your mother. Every time I see another chick showing her ass for money, I holler, where your father, honey? What kind of childhood would produce an adult like that? It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. So why we holding ourselves back too? Yo, heaven got me, but really does hell have you? I'm spitting the truth to you, but you reject it cause you don't really know what to do. So you frontin' in your own ignorance, in your own belligerence. Real gangsters, man, are militants. Y'all just hoes with a million woes. You supposed to be down with the Sopranos? Who knows?
Meta-historical. So let me take y'all a little bit further before I get off the feed. And let's check and see if anybody sowed a seed with me. Let's see if somebody say, yo, bro, I love your content, brother, because I'm going to start a podcast or something, because I don't even know what's going on with our people, but it's like I'm spitting in the wind. So let's see if somebody said, yo, I'm going to bless you. Nope, nobody. But I thank y'all. Nobody. Yeah, I'm looking at my tablet because I can tell right here. That's all I got to do is look at it and tell. But I expect that from our people because I'm not selling you a dream. Okay. So, but you'll sit on here for 2 hours with me and suck up all of this free information. You'll suck it up. Okay. So let me show you something what I do. Will, this is a Bible right here for my, if I sat in the room with any of these cats. So this is an Ethiopian Bible. That's a Christian Bible. That's a cross, and that's the Bible right there. This Bible is written right there in Ge'ez. So let me type it in for y'all. Geez. It's pronounced Ge'ez. Ge'ez. All right. So I'm gonna show you the difference between what I do instead of what these cats do online, because you can't never trap me in anything. You cannot trap Brother Sabir, none of this stuff. It's not going to happen. You could probably trap some of these religious Moors, but you can't trap me. So that's a miska, Brother Will, that I'm holding in my hand. That's called a miska. I'll type it out for you also.
Very familiar.
MESKEL. So if you look it up online, we were the ones that was burning the cross and wearing the hoods. Look up the great miska, MESKEL. This is called a miska. This is a miska. You see the iron cross right there? That's the iron cross inside of it, which the Klan used to scare the hell out of black folks. This is called a miska. This is called a miska. So are they Christians? The Hebrew Israelites, are they claim to be Christians or Jews, brother? Which one do they claim? Christians or Jews?
For the Jews, the original Jews.
To the original Jews.
Yeah.
Or the Jewel. Or the Jewel.
Mm-hmm.
Jewel. Okay.
Also, that's what Hitler called them too.
Okay. So
Hitler called the melanated people of the West Africa region.
Because he was.
The Jews.
Do you know that Hitler? You ever look at? Man, I got some stories about Adolf Hitler. I can't post it up here.
Yeah, we can talk. I know.
No, listen, bro. Remember I told you when I was in Cordoba, Spain, and where Hitler said he got that vision from with the swastika, and I told everybody why DL told me to put it inside my shirt. Right? So
yeah, I remember that.
Remember that? In Cordoba, Spain, at the Mosquita, it's inside the Mosquita in Cordoba, right? And I took the picture when I was there. It's in the window. In the window in Cordoba. So, when you start putting all this stuff together, brother, it starts to make a lot of sense, brother. But again, your paycheck determines the amount of truth you're willing to tell. So that's in Seville too. That's me right there. That's me. I can tell you all about this, bro. I can tell you all about what all this was going on. This is crazy. So when you sit there, that's KRS-One and I right there. You see, I told you when I was there, you thought I was making this up. He didn't even know. It was me until after the fact. So I don't just talk about it. I really live it for real, for real. And I've been to these places. And when I was in Spain, I'm sitting outside the mosque right here, which is another one I can show you inside the window. So Hitler had dark skin. Am I lying? He did. He had dark skin. He had dark hair and dark skin. So did Napoleon Bonaparte. Did you know his great-great-grandfather was one? His great-great, look up Napoleon Bonaparte's great-great-grandfather connection to the Moors. I swear to God, they said because of his skin and his hair. Look it up. I did a video on it last night. Look it up. So when you see the word swarthy or swartz, it means dark, as in Arnold Swarthy nigga. He's the swarthy nigga. You want to get it, Chet? Oh, man.
Man, there was a video that I shared with my little brother, and they mentioned one of the book titles, Ancient Modern Brits, and they were also speaking about the Swarthies.
Yes.
So yeah,
when you sit with these people, this is the Ethiopian priest. I used to sit with him. Like every Sunday, I would go down and sit with him, and he would school me. And it's not just him. So I sat with ministers, right? I sat with bishops. I sat with all these people. And he was the one that I was sitting with, right? He's one that I was sitting with. And he started schooling me on the languages. And this is the bishop. You probably saw him too. What's up, my brother Steph? So
Islam, what's going on, brother? You all right?
And this is the bishop. I'm good. And this is the bishop right here. Now, who does that? So that's the skating bishop. You saw seen on Oprah Winfrey shows and all these other things. He's the skating bishop. And it was so funny sitting with him, right? And I was telling him about the Moors, because you have to understand Saint Benedict the Moor. You gotta understand Saint Benedict.
That's the brother that has his own show now, right?
Nah, he does YouTube. He does a lot of skating. You can look him up.
Is he a comedian?
No, the comedian, the guy on the
Michael Colley.
Yeah, Michael Colley. Yeah, that's his name. He was on the show one time.
No, Michael always what you call him. He actually invited me to his wedding. That was his wedding. He invited me to. And brother, what you call him, from Troop, he was there. There was a lot of people at his wedding, but he was the one that married them. So he was Gina Boss on Martin. But the crazy part is when you start putting all this together, brother, it starts to make a lot of sense. So just bear with me 1 second. Look up this one right here. You seen this before, Will? I'm giving y'all some jewels. Just bear with me. I'm gonna open it up for you. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna see if I can connect this dot. Give me 1 second. Here it is right here. How many people saw this before? First ever photo of Yemen Jews. Where is Yemen at? That was in 1901.
Dark skin.
It does, right? So when I'm looking at the Hebrew Israelites, I'm trying to figure out what's the game plan with these brothers? Like, what's going on? Like, but you don't want Sabir to talk about these things?
They in particular, the Hebrew Israelites, they only center themselves around the Gold Coast of West Africa.
But they were Moors.
That's where they start themselves at.
But they were Moors.
Of course they are, but I'm just letting everybody know on the feed. I know but I know I'm talking about listeners. So anytime they go off that's where they're going off of first, and then they gravitate elsewhere. But then in that debate, like that little debate, I guarantee I can't name not one Israelite that cannot include scriptures to prove what they're saying.
Wow.
Right, that's their whole base.
That's their base.
The whole base is this book, brother, is copywritten. And I had an argument. I wasted 3 hours on this brother's show in Philly. 3 hours. 3 hours. It was a Hebrew Israelite came on after. I was out with my daughter and I'm getting frustrated because I got a 7-year-old. She's gonna be moving. It was a whole lot of stuff going on. So we going back and forth. And I said something about, can you copyright the word of God? This Negro said, yes, you can copyright. I swear to God.
My son just said hi.
What's up, homie? He said, you can copyright a copyright. I said, what's the purpose of a copyright if you can copyright a copyright?
Right.
This is what he said. I swear to God, right? So mind you, I'm out with my daughter and try to get her situated, right? I'm out bowling with her. And I'm like, yo, I wasted 3 hours. And I told my brother Moon, don't ever invite me on a Clubhouse again if you ain't paying me, because you just wasted 3 hours of my time arguing with somebody that don't do no research. That was a waste of 3 hours, bro.
Yeah, that's Clubhouse.
Yo, and it was crazy.
Clubhouse can get real messy
because you can't show nothing on Clubhouse. So I was telling him, wait till I go home. Wait till I go home. I'm gonna show you, right? So I said, wait till I go home. See, Clubhouse, you can't do that. That's why Negroes get on Clubhouse. I bet you they on Clubhouse right now talking about something stupid. I guarantee you, yelling over each other.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, just a whole total waste of energy. I've definitely been there, did that.
Dude.
I gotta say that was really my work in my spiritual journey. That was really my worst experience as an Israelite. That was next to the street preaching. Bro, Clubhouse is messy as hell.
But let me show you something. But they wouldn't want to talk about this though. So go get your 10 Hebrew Israelites. Go get your 10 brothers.
Man, it's a lot they ain't gonna talk about. And so that also goes back to what I've been saying, Sabir. Like it's really my own saying. See, the Hebrew Israelites have only debunked the religious system to a degree, but they found importance of themselves in the modernized Christian scripture. That's it. And I've been saying this for years, and it ain't flaked yet, because that's what they run right back to. That's their backing. That's their foundation. That's it. But see, I'm able to talk about geographics. I've actually done some studies. But see, my studies have gravitated into other history. And the other history will start touching on the Moors. Start touching. So I'm like, there's a connection here that I cannot explain. So then when I met you and Taj and everybody else, that solidified everything.
You know where I talked to Taj a couple days ago, and Taj is like, he's really tired. Taj is 81, 82 years old, man. And you really get to that point, brother, that you get tired. You get tired. And I can hear it. And everybody kept saying, yo, you and Taj should do another critical thinking. Everybody always got suggestions instead of saying, yo, I got $1 or $2. Let's make it happen. I pulled Taj in, right? So the crazy part is, I was talking to Taj. He said, let them go watch the old critical thinking. That's what he said. Let them go watch the old critical thinkings if they want critical thinking. That's what he said. So the thing about it, people always ask me, they be like, I give you credit, Sabir. You don't stop, brother. Everybody be like, I give you credit. You have not stopped through the bad, through the ups and downs. And when I get on these feeds, nobody knows.
Man, you are in doubt the most consistent person I've really ever met. Man.
Yo, you ever see me and my daughter when I'm in here and I gotta feed her and she keep coming to me and if I don't pay her attention?
Look, I've been around both of y'all. I understand. You on the phone. I mean, you
just I'll be listen, and I come to this feed like nothing happens, brother. When I get on like, and then my daughter say, you don't love me. I'm like, what are you talking about? Because she think I'm yelling at her, but it's like y'all don't understand how much this takes to do this. And I've done this even with my son Amir when he was 3 or 4 years old. That's the crazy part. And people must not, and I'll be telling people, y'all think I don't eat? I don't supposed to eat? Niggas think I don't supposed to, tell you, I don't beg, nigga. I'll take anybody's money on these platforms. You set it up. I don't care if you come from the Moorish Science Temple, the Nation of Islam, the gods of the earth, the 5%, set it up. And I guarantee you, you've been around me, Will. You know how I am.
I know what it is. Just looking at you, I'm like, man, it's kind of like looking in a mirror.
I can go, family. Like, I can pick any subject and just go. And the thing about it, though, I just look at our people, brother, and I'll be like, yo, do y'all understand what it takes to do this, bro? I was reading Frantz Fanon last night, bro, and it was blowing my mind. I'm like, damn. But he says your own people be your worst enemy. Your own people, right? So
definitely. You should have seen what I said about Juneteenth just recently.
No doubt.
Just how I felt about it. This is literally how I felt about it. People think I'm mad in the brain. I'm like, nah, man, it's actual reality. It's reality.
It's reality. But we don't want reality. We want fantasy. We want feel good. So let me show you something real fast. I'm going to run through this. This is called, your forefathers are Arabs from Yemen. I just showed you who the people are. I just left from this event yesterday called the MENA event out here in Orange County. I just left there. And I'm talking to people from Yemen, from Morocco to Tunis, and I'm building with them and talking about the Amazighs. So this book says, your forefathers are from Yemen who settled here over 5,000 years ago. The Arabs that arrived in Africa and settled in Africa and gave the name Jana, Jana. Why these cats that go to Ghana don't tell people that? Why don't they do that? Do you know when I was at the event yesterday, brother, I was talking to a guy from Egypt and I told him El Fasad. He said, El Fasad. That's what it was called. Egypt was called El Fasad. El Fusat. He said, how did you know about that? History. Research. And the only way I've learned these things as I was traveling about countries and I'm sitting with people. I didn't go to these countries as a black person. My name is not even black. I have a name. My name is Sabir Bey. That's what it says on all my stuff. I don't have a passport that says a different name. My name is Sabir Bey. Right? So as I'm going and they trying to figure out where I'm from. Where's this dude from? So they lead me to stuff like this. Jana, today we call it Ghana. And it tells you about the Yemites. The Touareg, the European that made a Jeep called the Touareg or the Volkswagen Touareg. Matter of fact, I can't even say the European. The Volkswagen Touareg is a German car. It's German, right? So if you look up the Touareg people, it'll blow your mind. Don't believe Sabir. Look it up. Look up the Touareg people. Google them and tell me what they got on. Google them and look it up. So how any of these cats going to sit in a room with me? Here you go about Gaddafi. The Arabs of America said the so-called black Americans are descendant from the Arab tribes that are known by most people today to be Arabs. So we're going to have some real conversations. Let's talk about it for a minute. We don't want this type of, they sponsor these crazy dudes to get on this religious dogma stuff, brother. And they don't even know the religion. They don't even know the religion. Fuck. Woo, where's my brother Steph? Where you go at, brother Steph? Where's brother Steph at? So let me show you the difference between scholarship and scrollership. So when you pick up books and you read them, cross-reference everything, it starts to make sense. The problem is, Will, we're not being taught who created the hatred for the Moors. Who was the one that created the hatred? I know this book is probably too thick for y'all to read, but it's kind of thick. This is called The Arabic Sources, West African. Right? This is the Arabs of Sudan. And this is part of MENA too. Middle East, North Africa. Sudan is part of Middle East, North Africa. So is Yemen. It's all the same, bro. But let's go a little further. Let me show you something else.
Gems.
He said the yams.
I said gems.
Yeah, but it's all of us, brother. I'm gonna show you something else. No lie. This is the crazy part. And that's why the European, the first guy that told Tazariak that he said he's caramel colored. We run around telling him we black. But let me show you a fact. This is a fact. Facts can be researched, analyzed, and proven. In fact, Africa is called by the Arabs the brown continent. The brown continent. Brown. So when they talking about something being black, this is why I said go get your brothers in the nation, because there is no such thing as ancient black gods, brother. There is no such thing as ancient black gods because black is not an ancient word. It is not an ancient word. But they have to sell you that type of stuff. They have to sell it to you because you a gopher and you go for anything. They have to sell it to you because you a gopher. All of this. Let's go back to black one more time. So somebody better send this to brother Wesley Muhammad. Tell him he can hit me up on my hitter and we can talk about that word black because it's not ancient. Black in color, on the other hand, has no historical meaning whatsoever for African people. Black is from the Anglo-Saxon B-L-A-E-C. Somebody better go get Wesley or somebody in the nation. I told you, you can give me 10 of them, and one of me. Go get them. Put at. Okay? So, it's not the weed that's feminizing people. It's not the weed, but it's the chemicals that you're eating every day. Do you know majority of the food that you eat in the United States have chemicals in it? Did y'all know that? This is the crazy part. I'm gonna tell you something, Will. All right. So go get Wesley and let's have this conversation. Do weed feminize the black man. First of all, who is black and what we eat? Let me tell you how crazy this is.
What?
That's what that said. No lie. He ready to do a lecture on that. He's doing a lecture on it. Don't make this up, bro.
Man, look here, man. Look. If that's the case, let me just stop eating it.
Hold up. No. Let me tell you how crazy we are. They spray chemicals on food and fruit to keep what away? What do they do there? Why do they spray chemicals on the fruit and the food?
To so-called keep the insects away.
Why do people eat it? Why do human beings eat it? Does that make sense? You eat what they keep the insects from not eating, right? Do you know that that's not how it is overseas?
Mike ain't muted.
I'll just mute his mic. Do y'all know that's not overseas? You know they don't do that overseas. Y'all do know that, right? The fruit is fresh. You can walk down the street and grab an orange. You know what I mean? But they spray chemicals to keep insects from eating the fruit and the lettuce and stuff, but you eat it. He's talking about feminizing. He said weed feminizes you, but he eat chicken. Do you know how much is pumped inside of a chicken, bro? You ever eat? When I was younger, I used to eat a chicken. I haven't eaten meat in 30 years, bro. No meat in 30 years. You ever open up a chicken back in the day? I don't know if you ever did that, brother Steph, and you see the veins and you pop it open. You ever, you see the and nigga be. We were sitting in Roscoe's, right? Wesley Muhammad Nas. I brought him out of California. We sitting in Roscoe's, he's eating chicken. You go, what's wrong with eating chicken? What's wrong with them smoking weed? Think about how crazy that is. See, the key to all of this, and if I'm wrong, please come rescue me. I don't smoke weed. I'm not defending weed smokers. I don't smoke it. I don't do that. But I understand this. I truly understand this. I understand you have to appeal to the ignorance. And this is what these conscious cats are doing. Appealing to the ignorant. That's what they're doing. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Keep telling you, Wesley Muhammad and them don't want to talk with me. Oh, they don't want to do that. Listen, family, we're Moors without a shadow of a doubt. Period. You just don't know the history. How deep this history really go. Let me see if I can pull some more up. Facts again. I'm gonna pull out another book. Do y'all know what book this is from? Many American Negroes are distinguishable from Arabs. This is the New York Times, people. That was the New York Times. Do anybody know what book this is from? Anybody? I'm giving you Jews. I told you. If I do a panel discussion with any of these people, I'm coming with 20 books. I'm going to have sources, B. I'm not going to be looking on my phone. I'm going to have 20 sources. Let's pull up another one. Give me one. Let me see if I can find another one. Oh, let me show you this. When I was in Barcelona, this is the famous dude who made or put the hatred down for the Moors, and you can research him. I don't know how much y'all would find on him, but you won't find this right here. His name is Captain Richard Burton. He the one that helped lay the groundwork for the modern attitudes towards the Africans. It was him. So I was in Barcelona University when I saw this, right? Barcelona, look him up. You ain't going to find this. You're not going to find that right there online. Trust me, Will. Try to look it up. You ain't going to find that part. But this was in a book in Barcelona University. He the one that laid the modern racist attitude towards the Africans. And it's called The Study of the Negro. He wrote. He wrote it. He was Lawrence of Arabia, bro. That was him. Oh, let me show you who he is. Oh, they cheerlead their heroes, bro. Oh, let's pull him up. Sir Richard Burton. They cheerlead their heroes. There you go, right there on Fantasy Island. See his picture? His picture is right there. This is the TV series Fantasy Island.
You say he was that one guy in that one movie, Lawrence. I seen that movie.
Lawrence of Arabia. You can punch it up. It'll come up. Oh, you want to see it? Oh, let me show you what book is in. It's in. You know what book is in? His name is also inside J.A. Rogers' book, Nature Knows No Color Line. Here it is. Sir Richard Burton, Lawrence of Arabia. It's on page 117. His name is in the book, but you didn't put two and two together to figure out he was the one that laid the groundwork. There it is. It was him. Woo! When I was in Barcelona University, I saw that. I was like, hold up, pump your brakes. I said, get the hell out of here. It was him.
Yeah, because in the movie, he was like the person that was laying the groundwork.
Yes, because what he was doing, they said, how did he even get there? He snuck in. Now they don't have to sneak in. What do? They will send us in. Oh, we can't do it no more. We're gonna send the Negroes in. How much you want? Go ahead and try to destroy Sabir. Good luck trying to destroy Sabir Bey. It ain't gonna work. Y'all don't get it? Who killed Malcolm? Who killed Fred Hampton? Think about it. I can go down the line and tell you how this worked. We still doing it. Sellouts in the Moorish Science Temple. They sold Noble Drew Ali out too. Y'all not off the hook either. Go look him up, Sir Richard Burton. So I'm sitting inside, and it's a whole lot more to him. I was going through so much inside the university in Barcelona, but I can't get finances to do more research. You know, I was broke over there I was really broke. Nobody knew I was broke when I was over there by myself. You know, when I first went over there, I lost like $1,000, bro. Literally lost $1,000. Number one, let me explain this to y'all. It was about the second and third time I was going over there by myself because I didn't understand the currency when I got over there. So I was getting stuff in flights and because when I first went over there, you had to get a round trip. I didn't know that you can get a one-way now, right? Mind you. So I would go there and have a round trip that was coming back like 7 days later, but I would stay over there for like a month or two.
My bad, my G. I have to step outside real quick.
Like a month or two, right? So I couldn't get that money back. And I remember being over there in Barcelona. I was talking to Mos Def's daughter, Yassine Bey, my brother Yassine, Mos Def. I'm talking to his daughter. And I'm on the phone with the airline trying to figure out my flight to get back to the States, right? And she took the phone from me. She started spitting Spanish, brother, like it was natural, like no lie. She's spitting Spanish to the lady on the phone because when you're on the phone with them, it's all in Spanish. So she's speaking Spanish, and I'm looking at her, look like I felt stupid. I said, I'm a grown-ass man, nigga. I can't even speak Spanish, bro. Like, this is the weird part. So she's spitting Spanish and explaining to the lady my situation. But if I would have let them know ahead of time, I could have saved that money and got it. But this is what people don't see when I'm traveling. I lose thousands of dollars, bro. I don't get thousands of dollars from y'all. But you can sit on this feed with me, tell me I'm bitching, I'm complaining, I'm big. No, bro. Ain't no more, like James Small said, have done what I've done in this time. None of these Moors have done the research that I have done in this day and time, he said. Phil Valentine said the same thing. But all I get is backlash from people. And Moors that want to create attention. I got to get attention, brother. I got to get attention. You can call me. I'm Sharif Bey. Come get me. I'm going to tell you. Here it is. I'm Sharif Bey. No. It's a lot of stuff I will not put out to people for free. So let's move forward. This is also in 100 Amazing Facts about the Negro. This is Yusuf. Yusuf, the king of Upper Senegal, Africa, who saved the Moor civilization in Spain in 1085. The Moors was being pushed out by who? White Christians. You have to study the history. So who was Yusuf? Who was he? Do y'all know? Who was Brother Yusuf? I'm giving you history, right? Let's pull up Brother Yusuf. Yusuf is the one that united North Africa. This is me at his monument where his body is at. That's me taking a picture right there. This is in Marrakesh. Yusuf ibn Tasfin. So, bear with me 1 second. What you thought they looked like? The Hollywood version? His body is in here. That's in Marrakesh. So when I'm going to these places, people, believe me, it costs a lot. And to come back here and do this. I have so many documents. I don't care what religion you're talking about. I can build on the religion. I can build on it because once you understand how all this is being played out, brother, it makes a lot of sense, bro. It starts to make a lot of sense. We were not calling ourselves black people or African Americans, bro. They know that we're Moors, and not because you belong to a Moorish Science Temple. The Moorish Science Temple is a place that you're supposed to get your information from and then give it to the people, not get stuck. And that's what Umi said to me about black people. She said, black people in the United States got comfortable. Comfortable. Give me one more. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this one up. I'm going to show you some more. Because once you understand we are those Arabs that they kidnapped, right here, in the southern part of Spain, the Arabs of Al-Andalus was the first to be enslaved and taken to America after the defeat in 1492. So you were baptized and forced into Catholicism. Forced. Let's talk about this history. Now, I'm going to play a video and I'm going to show you a book. And I told everybody to get these books if you really want to know history. That's Al-Andalus. Let me pull this other one up. Is this the video right here? Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you something. Look at this video right here. Now, listen to what this Mexican guy said. Because those Mexicans are Moriscos that was forced into Catholicism. Listen to this. On your Mexican brothers.
Hola. Hello. I'm Robert Martinez, State Historian of New Mexico. This is going to be a special episode about La Leyenda Negra, the Black Legend of Spain. I think this is a good time to discuss this legend because it's something that really informs many of the issues we're dealing with in our society now and some of the tensions as well. When I was a student at the University of New Mexico in the mid-1990s, one of my professors recommended that I read Philip Wayne Powell's Tree of Hate. It's a really good book that helps to explain and explore the tense relationships between the United States and the Hispanic world in the 20th century. In order to do that, you have to learn about the Leyenda Negra, the Black Legend. It all starts back in the 1400s with the invention of the Gutenberg press. That press revolutionized everything, really. It helped spread the Bible around Europe, but it also helped spread propaganda. And in the 1500s, when you had that major split in the Catholic Church, starting with Martin Luther's 99 Thesis in Germany, and then spreading all over Northern Europe, what developed was a war of words, a war of propaganda between Catholics and Protestants. So what you start to see happening is all kinds of vile and not so nice things being written on both sides. You see it with Martin Luther attacking the church. You see it with the Catholics attacking Martin Luther. One of the interesting things about this is that Spain is seen as a great defender of the Catholic Church because she was. In the 1500s, Spain became known as the most Catholic, sometimes even challenging the Pope in Rome when the Catholic Spaniards felt that the Pope was not being Catholic enough. So what happens in this battle of propaganda is that Spain becomes a target of attack. So this is where we start getting a lot of ideas that have been passed down to us through the centuries about Spaniards specifically and Hispanic people generally. The Black legend goes something like this. Spanish Catholics are fanatical, they're closed-minded, they're not open to other ideas or new progressive thought processes. They're gold thirsty. They're bloodthirsty. They are lazy. They have the blood of Moors and Jews running in their veins.
Get it? Let's rewind that back again. Listen again. Did he say that religion?
Have the blood of Moors and Jews running in their veins. So this is the sort of thing that starts to be spread in the 1500s by, again, Protestants. People like William of Orange in the Low Countries had some very, very negative things to say about Spain. And Henry VIII, once he broke away from the Catholic Church.
So all of this stuff started, right, before 1619. You have to go back and study the history before that. So I'm going to show y'all two things. Give me 1 second before I get off this feed. I'm going to show you two things. How many people ever went to this place called Faro? Faro. I'm going to put it up here to show y'all on here. This is me in Faro. This is in 1219. That is with the Moors, 1219 in Faro. It was battles, the Muslims and the Christians. Let me blow this up so you can see this. Faro, 1229, 1249. F-A-R-O, Faro. That was a battle that was there. It was a battle, right? So when you're over there in Portugal, let me show you something else. On the wall in Portugal, I'll read this to you, but I'll show it to you. I'll read it where I'm pointing at. On the wall is, number one, it says the 7 castles. And it'll tell you the 7 castle was conquered from the Moors by King Alfonso. King Alfonso. This is Portugal, not Spain. Okay, the 7 castles was conquered from the Moors by King Alfonso. The history is out here, man, before 1619. So it's not Sabir. StreamYard is choppy on my end. Don't worry about it, brother Steph. So you have to go before, the 1500s to understand this history. This thing is real, people. We're not black people, we're Moors. Without a shadow of a doubt. We got to teach our people this, man. So I'm almost finished because I do got to get off this feed. And you have to study Cape Verde or Cabo Verde. You have to study Cabo Verde. And I did this book 2 days ago, and I told everybody you should grab this book too. I did this book a couple of days ago, and I can, do a whole lecture on this. This is like a dissertation for me, B. That's my book, one of my lesson books. It's 46 pages. 46. and it will talk about the Moors that's in Cabo Verde. You back, brother Steph? Okay, so let me do this real fast because I have to get my daughter together for bed. So
yes, sir. Pushing my computer.
It's all love. So my thing, people, question all of these dudes who be on these platforms, bro. Question them. Seriously. Question your Iman. Question your Grand Sheiks. Question all of these cats, man. Don't get scared. Oh, tell them to come talk to me. I'm fine with it. So I've been to Mexico. I've been to a lot of these places, and I've sat with a lot of these people. I sat with a lot of them. Let me tell you, this is me in Mexico at the Mayans. I've been overseas. I've been to a lot of these places. Imagine if I had the finances behind me, what I would do. But maybe, Will, like Percy said, maybe I gotta play the game. I gotta play the game. I gotta play the game to get this sponsorship. But you can line them all up, baby. I wish I would pay this kind of money to be on somebody's show. Nope. Now, if somebody want to be nice to be a sponsor, you can be a sponsor. Y'all giving it to the white man. 12,000, 15, 50,000. Come on, bro. Or how about this part? How about this? Before I get off this feed, how about y'all go get, no lie, I'm gonna line some people up for y'all. Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed, Marquette. Who else can I add on there, brother Steph? Who else would y'all like to see? Marquette, Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed. I was gonna say Roland Martin, but he's not good. Nah, won't do it. Mark Lamont Hill. Come on, y'all, give me some names. Listen. Give me some names, yo. Somebody put Al Mansour. Why everybody always bring up Al Mansour? Al Mansour. It sounds like somebody been looking at Brother Reggie. Al Mansour, brother. That's all I know about the Moors is Al Mansour. So listen, I am getting ready to go. I'm gonna do a little slide presentation. So do me a favor, share this video up. Y'all pick a name, holler at your boy. I put my email up here. For y'all that did not support, thank you to the 2 people who did. But if you would like to support me, you can, to keep this type of content going, because I'm working on a podcast. I got to do a podcast. My brother told me to do a podcast, 70%. Man. So my brother told me to do a podcast. So I'll figure this thing out. So share the videos out, y'all. Anytime, anywhere, I'm ready. And I'm game, baby. But if you step in the arena with me, that goes for you too, Tazariak. And you too, Ankh. I'll murder you. I gotta go, y'all.
Oh! Stop it! True master, you know your lies, they can't take you. Man, KRS-One on the microphone, we're ready to break through. So come down, true selector, true master done. Big up Shabo on this one. Listen. In 1993, Shaba taught me his style, and I must now agree we haven't done it in a while. See, I'm an MC with the conscious flow, but people think that that's the only thing I can talk about. I know my roots and culture, but I murder ya. I'm a peace-filled lover, but I murder ya. Any stage, any mic, I'll murder ya. You in the door.
Oh, I would murder them.
I'm in the light, I'll murder ya. See, Chris and MC, so they must call him home. All over the east, west, north, and south. See, I must agree that I do rock the house. And the people in the street know what I'm talking about. I know my roots and culture, but I murder ya. I'm a peace-filled lover, but I murder ya. Any stage, any mic, I'll murder ya. You in the dark, I'm in the light, I'll murder ya. Murder ya. Pass me the mic, let me drop for a while. Let's look past the hype, let me rock for a while. I'm a plain Jane rapper, bang bang rapper. I'm that medicine you need that comes in a plain rapper. Chris is official, no bells, no whistles. Step into the class, man, don't make me dismiss you. I'm not a drug rapper, I'm not a thug rapper, I'm not a hoe rapper, I'm not a show rapper, I'm not a pop rapper, I'm not a rock rapper. I never shot a rapper, I can always spot a rapper. I know a lot of rappers rapping, so it gotta matter. I splatter my data in rappers that don't matter. My data will splatter rappers thinking that they better. I gather you rather this rapper pitter patter is chatter, but never that. I'd rather rap till you splatter. What's the matter? You never heard this type of rapper rapping? Time for some action. Christian MC, so they must call it old. All over the east, west, north, and south. See, I'm an MC with the conscious mode, but people think that that's the only thing I can talk about. I know my roots and culture, but I'll murder ya. I'm a peace-filled lover, but I'll murder ya. Any stage, any mic, I'll murder ya. Yo, in the dark, I'm in the light, I'll murder ya. Murder ya. Live in the studio, True Master Studio, in a gangster's paradise like Coolio. You shake your booty though, but I'm more of an MC to pull rappers' cards out like you.
If you want to reach me at SabirBeyRadio@gmail.com.
Yo, you got an unruly flow? Now get me. I slap rappers up like Cynthia McKinney, but then I calm down swiftly. When Chris in the city, whack radio stations get this quickly. Now True Master mix me down right. Today's hip-hop production don't even sound right. It's all sound bites for clown types that ain't even found like. This is what hip-hop sounds like. Not just True Master, but Blast Master rocking on that sound right. I'm not the clown type, I'm the boogie down type, the last of the humans that really can write. They must call me out all over the east, west, north, and south, cause I'm an MC with the conscious mouth. But people think that that's the only thing I can't talk about. I know my roots and culture, but I'll murder ya. I'm a peace-filled lover, but I'll murder ya. Any stage, any mic, I'll murder ya. Yo, in the dark, I'm in the light, I'll murder ya. Murder ya.
I was born into hip hop.
I was born into it. Brother Steph, what's up, brother? Before I get off the feed, I got to get ready to make tracks, y'all. So share these videos out. I have my channels all there. Before I get off the feed, I got to get ready to make tracks, y'all. So
all right, peace, G.
Share these videos out. Yes, sir, brother Steph. Will, I got to go, brother. Email me, y'all, at SabirBeyRadio@gmail.com. If y'all want to pick somebody that you see on YouTube, make it happen.
All right, peace, bro.
Peace, brother Steph. Detroit, baby. Peace.